Okay, so now Justin has got his crew out to go and refuel the semi truck on the 5 just outside of Coalinga. They get there, they realize they can't start the truck because the guys dropped, the batteries are dead because he's had his hazard lights on the whole time for 24 hours. So they call another guy to come in and collect get them some fresh batteries to try and start the semi on the side of the highway. It doesn't work out when the batteries arrive because they feel like maybe the driver that we're sitting there might have tried to start it 1,000 times and burnt the starter motor out. So unfortunately we were forced in a position where we had to tow that vehicle to Justin's yard, which wasn't ideal because of the fact that it's $350 an hour, a minimum of 4 hours, and we needed to get it off the highway, otherwise the vehicle would be impounded. So that's what happened. So the really brave and awesome attempts from Justin and his team was really done in vain because they ended up getting it towed to his yard. And then Justin kindly offered his mechanic services to sort the problem out in the morning. And this is around about 10 p.m. at night. On the other side of the coin, I'm on the side of the highway at about 4 p.m. My transmission is blown. I'm trying to get to the airport, and because I went too fast, man. I was going 2,000 RPM normally, and trying to get to the airport, which is 100 miles away from where I was. I pushed it to 4,000 RPM, towing 15,000 pounds. It just couldn't handle, so the transmission blew. Managed to get a tow truck to tow me to a mechanic in a little town called Grants, to a mechanic by the name of Gilbert. Gilbert's an amazing human, him and his wife. They managed to help me. They picked me up from the tow truck driver took me to their yard. The company's name is Rowdy Precision Diesel, and I give them 5 stars. Anyone needs to do some work in Grants, New Mexico, go to these guys. Went beyond the call of duty to help me. I couldn't believe what they did for me. They took me to a hotel. The very next day, they went and looked at it. It was on a Friday. They checked it out, told me it was a transmission. I managed to find a spare, a used transmission in a nearby scrapyard. He worked overtime on Saturday to install the transmission so I could get back on the road. It was incredible what they did for me. On that Saturday, he literally worked from 10 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. And he got me on the road. I got back on the road.
She's moving.
Will she? But back on the other side of the coin, I managed to get hold of another commercial driver. His name is Michael. Michael managed to I told Michael the situation. He understood, took on the job like a man. He drove from Santa Rosa all the way down to Coalinga, 10 o'clock at night. He got there. He was there first thing in the morning when the doors opened. He worked on the big rig semi, got it started, got it running. Took him 5 hours to get it sorted. He got in the truck, he drove, and by the next day he was with me by 12 p.m. and he picked me up from the motel. He took me to the mechanic, to Gilbert's. I then I said to him, listen, he hadn't stepped in 2 days, so I said to him, step in the container home. Fucking good to see this truck. Can't tell you. There she is at the robots. It was a phenomenal situation that these guys went beyond the call of duty to help me, and I couldn't be more grateful for what was presented to me.